Good day! We are the Group 2 and we are here to present our business research titled Business Sustainability and Operational Challenges of Kambingan Eateries in the 4th District of Nueva Ecija. So, before we start, please allow me to introduce my co-researcher. Today, I am with Christine Mebrino, Sheila May Cabornay, Patricia May Honorica, and Krisha May Tolentino. And I am Joy Nicole G. Lacanila. Now, let's proceed for the introduction. So, globally, the goat meat industry is becoming more important because it helps address long-term food security, especially in developing countries where the population continues to grow. Even though Australia is the biggest exporter of goat meat, the industry still faces challenges like limited research on meat quality, and the absence of a standardized grading system. So, these issues highlight the need for more knowledge about meat quality, consumer preferences, and better production of practices. In the Philippines, goat meat or chibon has always been part of our cultural traditions. It's commonly served during gatherings and celebrations, especially in northern Luzon. Dishes like papaitan, caldereta, and kinilaw na kambing. What makes chibon more attractive today is that it's considered healthier than other red meats. Because of this growing demand, the goat sector now aligns with several sustainable development goals, such as promoting sustainable agriculture, healthy diets, and economic growth. So, here in Nueva Ecija, Kambingan eateries have become an important part of the local food scene. They serve traditional goat dishes and contribute to the local economy by supporting small-scale farmers, creating jobs, and providing affordable meals. But despite their relevance, many of these businesses face big challenges. This includes unstable goat meat supply, fluctuating prices, limited access to the capital, and also the competition from other food businesses. These concerns are similar to what other countries experience when it comes to goat production and supply chains. Because of this, the government created programs like the Small Ruminant Industry Roadmap to strengthen the goat sector by 2028. However, even with the popularity of Kambingan eateries, research about them is still limited. Most studies focus more on goat farming rather than the daily struggles of the eateries themselves. That's why our study aims to fill the gap between that. We examined selected Kambingan eateries here in Nueva Ecija, especially on San Leonardo and Jaén, to understand what affects their operations, such as supply availability, cost, marketing, and customer demand. By understanding these factors, we hope to identify practical strategies that will help these businesses stay competitive, support local economic development, and contribute to a more sustainable goat meat industry. Now, let's proceed to the problems that will be discussed by Krisha.
The problems to address the concern explored in this research, the following statement of the problem was developed. Number one, the business profile of Kambingan eateries in terms of years of operation, number of employees or helpers, type of business, it is owned, rented, or partnership. The main products offers like papaitan, adobong kambing, kilawin, etc. And lastly, the location of the eatery. And what are the common operational challenges encountered by Kambingan eateries in terms of equipment and maintenance, workforce management, marketing strategies, competition with nearby eateries, sanitation, and food safety? How do marketing and promotional strategies affect customer attraction and retention in Kambingan eateries? In what ways do Kambingan eateries adapt to change in consumer preference and market trends to stay competitive? And lastly, what impact does customer feedback have on the operation and decision-making of Kambingan eateries?
And for objectives,
And for the objectives, this study explored the Kambingan eateries in Jaén and San Leonardo Nueva Ecija. It aims to understand what challenges the owner face and what opportunities they can take advantage of. These include things like the condition of their equipment, how they manage their staff, how they promote their business, how they maintain cleanliness and food safety, how they deal with customers, and how they handle competition. The study also wanted to identify practical ways this owner can improve their daily operations, strengthen their marketing, and increase customer satisfaction.
Now let's proceed for the methodology.
Methodology is study is a quantitative descriptive method which the researcher collected data to describe the current station of selected Campihan eateries in Nueva Ecija. This approach helped eateries identify trends, their business operation, sustainability practice, and the challenge they face. Its main purpose was to present an accurate picture of the present condition.
Now let's proceed for the results. First is the equipment.
In this result, it explains how well convenient eateries manage their tools, cooking equipment, and overall maintenance. The results shows that most respondents agree or strongly agree that their equipment is in good condition and properly taken care of. The weighted means, which range from 3.70 to 3.71, indicate that the eateries usually have what they need to operate smoothly. The highest mean of 3.71 suggests that regular maintenance checks are consistently done, meaning owners ensure their equipment stays functional and safe. Other items with high ratings such as prompt repairs, having enough tools for daily use, and recognizing that equipment helps improve work efficiency show that these businesses understand the importance of well-maintained tools in running their operations. The findings reveal that equipment and maintenance are strengths for the eateries, contributing to smoother operations.
Next for the workforce.
The findings reveal that employees are well trained, professional, and capable of meeting customer needs, with only minor areas for improvement. All respondents strongly agree that staff members are well trained for their task. Most respondents, or 3.71, also agree that work schedules are organized, communication is effective, manpower is sufficient, and the team maintains professionalism. The overall weighted mean of 3.77 or strongly agree confirms high satisfaction with staff performance.
Next for marketing.
The findings show that the eatery marketing efforts are doing fairly well, with an average rating of 3.17 out of 5. Many owners and customers believe that their promotional strategies work and that using social media helps people learn about their business. However, the study also found that these eateries rarely use discount or special deals to attract customers. Their branding, including the look, style, and overall image of the business, also need improvements. In short, while their current promotion helps, they could benefit from offering more customer incentives and creating a stronger, more appealing brand identity.
Next for the competition.
The result shows that eatery view as highly competitive, receiving a strong overall rating of 3.60. Strongly agree, customer rates, product competitiveness, pricing, customer service, and unique more offerings are consistently good, 3.57. The highest score was a location of 3.71, meaning customers see as the big advantage over other competitors. Overall, the findings suggest that eatery performs strongly across key competitive areas and helping maintain a good position in the local market.
And for the sanitation and food safety. So for the sanitation and food safety sector, the results shows that the Cambigan eateries are generally doing well because most of the respondents agreed with the statements. The highest mean indicates that they consistently follow proper cleaning and safety practices, which results for this means owners really make an effort to keep the place clean and the food safe to serve. So it suggests that their sanitation practices helps to maintain smooth operation and protect customers' health. And for the conclusion,
Our conclusion, it highlights that convenient eateries in Jaén and San Leonardo are more than just food businesses. They are important community establishment that locals value for their traditional dishes and familiar taste. Even though these eaters are often family-run and strongly connected to local culture, they still face real challenges such as increasing goat meat prices, not enough workers, and limited financial resources. The conclusion also explains that these difficulties do not stop them from staying strong. Their loyal customers, accessible locations, and commitment to authentic flavors help them continue operating. By receiving proper support and making small improvements in their operations, these eateries have the potential to grow even more while still preserving their cultural identity in Nueva Ecija.
And that's all for our business research. Thank you so much.
Question number 1 from Dr. Annalyn M. Gamit. How did the use of quantitative descriptive research design helps you accurately assess the operational challenges experienced by Kambingan Eateries in Jaén and San Leonardo? The use of a quantitative descriptive research design helped the study accurately assess the operational challenges of Kambingan Eateries in Jaén and San Leonardo by providing clear, measurable, and objective data. Through structured surveys, the researchers were able to gather consistent response about issue in supply, manpower, customer service, and daily operation. This design allowed them to describe the actual situation of the eateries without manipulating any factors, making the findings reliable and reflective of real condition. Because the data were numerical, the researcher could easily identify which challenges were most common, compare result, and draw evidence-based conclusion. The quantitative descriptive method made the assessment systematic, accurate, and useful for creating practical recommendations. Question number 2. Based on your findings, what specific aspects of marketing strategies need improvement among Kambingan Eateries to enhance customer attraction and retention?
So, based on our findings, the areas that need improvement are mainly promotions and branding. The eateries rarely offer discounts or special deals, which could help them attract repeat customers. Their branding isn't very clear or appealing, so improving their signage and overall image would help them make them more noticeable. That's why they need to strengthen their marketing efforts so more customers become aware of their business.
Question number 3 from Dr. Marilu P. Pascual. In your review of related literature, how do Kambingan Eateries contribute to both cultural preservation and local economic development in rural areas?
Kambingan eateries do more than just serve food. They help preserve tradition and support local livelihood. They keep cultural dishes, cooking methods, and community eating practices alive, allowing younger generations to stay connected to their heritage. At the same time, these eateries create jobs, support local goat farmers, and attract visitors, which bring money into rural areas so they play a dual role, protecting cultural identity and boosting the local economy.
Question number 4 from Dr. Jennifer G. Pronda. How do your results on sanitation and food safety support the sustainability and competitiveness of Kambingan Eateries in the Port District of Nueva Ecija?
Based on the finding of our research, sanitation and food safety play a major role in the sustainability and competitiveness of Kambingan Eateries in the Port District of Nueva Ecija. The consistently high ratings in customer service, product quality, and overall competitiveness indicate that customer places strong value. Clean food and preparation, safe handling of ingredients, and hygienic dining environment. Good sanitation practice help the eateries maintain customer trust, prevent food illness, and comply with health regulation of all when sensation long-term business sustainability. At the same time, strong food safety statements enhance the eatery's competitiveness because the customers are more likely to return and recommend establishments that are clean, safe, and reliable. This contributes to the eateries of maintained position and supports the continued growth in the local community.
For question number 5 from Dr. Nestor Natividad. Considering the operational challenges identified in your study, how can your proposed strategic plan support the long-term growth of these food businesses?
The proposed strategic plan can greatly support the long-term growth of these food businesses because it directly addresses the operational challenges identified in the study by improving product quality and increasing menu variety. The eaters can overcome issues related to limited offering and inconsistent preparation, developing new signature dishes, introducing seasonal items, and conducting regular quality checkups helps attract customers and ensure they receive the same good taste every visit, which strengthens customer loyalty. The plan also supports long-term sustainability through competitive pricing strategies. By regularly monitoring competitive prices, offering value meals, and creating loyalty rewards, the eateries can keep their food affordable while still maintaining profit. This is important, especially during times when customers become more price conscious. Also, strengthening promotion and marketing helps address the challenge of low visibility. Consistent social media posting, collaborating with influencers, and participating in community activities can increase customer awareness and attract new buyers. Listing the eatery on food delivery platforms and promoting special events further expand the reach. Overall, by improving product quality, maintaining fair pricing, and enhancing marketing efforts, the strategic plan provides a complete approach that helps convenient eateries build stronger customer relationships, increase sales, and achieve long-term business sustainability.